Hello and welcome back to Statistically Improbable Productions, aka the best thing to do to avoid this snowstorm that we're currently experiencing. Last time we were exploring the sewers, but who wants to take off the recap? I'm not going to do it.
You'll do it? Oh, me. You're pointing at
this one
me.
up here. Yeah.
I thought you were raising your hand. Okay, so here's what happened. Here's the dealio, friends. We fought some dude and had really bad rolls with it. I tried to hold the... What did you determine? It was like an... I want to say vampire, but some monster dude. Because we were trying to save the girl.
Arachnoid creature.
Arachnoid creature. I wanted to say spider, but I wasn't sure. So spider
Legally
dude.
distinct vampire.
Yeah. AKA vampire.
I mean, vampire is public domain. Like,
arachnoid creature. And we tried to fight him. It was a rough go, but we ended up being successful, from my understanding. But then more guys were coming, so then we had to run away. So we grabbed the girl, and now we're trying to escape the sewers away from that because there's a lot of bad dudes, and we can hear noises and more things, if I am correct. So. Yeah, that's where we're at. I don't think there's much more. It was a lot of battles, and our rolls were epic last week. We gained so much experience. It was great.
yeah, when nearly got shot how many times?
Oh, multiple. At least 2. More than 1. Though it looks like, looking back, we had a solid run of some 10s. That was great. Those were good times.
Yeah.
Fond memories.
Can't wait to see all the failures this round.
Hey, as long as we gain that experience, But yeah, so right now we're trying to find a safe way out, and I think we're heading towards and we had to cross a lot of spider webs, and we were burning them and stuff with torches and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, that's I
think
pretty good summary.
I'd give it a solid C. I didn't do my homework, so.
Yeah, you guys had been exploring the sewer. You had run into one of the creatures and managed to take it out. Then you heard behind you that there was more coming towards you, so you headed further into the sewers, running into a mess of web barriers that you had to work your way through. All the while carrying a hostage. Would hostage be the right word? It's the word I'm using.
Unconscious woman.
Victim.
Victim, yeah. Unconscious victim, trying to get her to safety. Now you reside in a tunnel in the sewer system. You can hear creatures further down the tunnels from the direction that you came from. There is... I did mention at the end of the last session that a little bit up ahead there is a ladder that's towards a manhole.
Oh, we should go there.
Who's carrying the victim's body right now?
I think I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
With all that being said, what would you guys like to do?
Like to get out of here.
GTFO.
Oh, are we past this particular spider web on the map, or?
I think so, since we're on the other side.
Let me switch this over to so everyone can see. Let me get also that's
right.
track.
Forgot we had 2 maps. I was looking at the wrong one.
There's the music.
Yeah.
The creepy sewer music.
I'm so glad I found this track. But Wynn had just kind of like managed to climb her way through this webbing onto the other side. She lost her candle, her spectral candle, in the process. But she managed to get across. How would the rest of you like to try to traverse? You can either try to destroy the webbing or try to climb through.
Is this webbing not destroyed?
No, Wynn just climbed through it. She didn't actually destroy it. So it's webbing that kind of goes like from floor to ceiling, and you can like try to get your way through, but you gotta work your way through it, or you can try to cut it down. Or burn it, as you had done previously. And I'd say at this point, like, the air is getting fairly thick with smoke, since you burned through so much of the webbing. Something to keep in mind, it's getting harder to breathe. And also your eyes would be stinging a bit from the smoke. You lit a fire underground, so it's gonna be accumulating.
And this place is probably just full of methane.
Yeah.
So it's liable to just explode and destroy the whole city.
Nice.
Hey, it would take out the spiders.
Tempting. People do say burn it with fire. Do you have anything for this, Max? I can try cutting it a bit. But...
I can... Well, let's try and do the thing.
Do the thing?
Yes, the thing.
I don't know what the thing is.
Not the thing.
I'm like, Max just gonna try and use some more magic.
Oh, we're getting our first roll?
Yep. Now, you talked to me before that you said I can use weird for this, but I have to do something. I have to like also do like a drive check. You messaged me about that before.
What are you attempting to do?
Well, first I'm going to put the victim down, and then second I'm going to attempt to
Corny
cover my hands
will
and
take the woman from you as you go to do your thing.
So I'm going to cover my hands in fire, and then I'm just going to like grab at the webs and try and pull them apart.
Creative.
Yeah, that would definitely be a plus weird. So let's
see. Mixed success.
So
always a 1 in there.
what'd you get there? It's 1 and a 3.
Yeah.
So for use magic, I believe that means that there's a glitch.
Yeah.
I didn't have to use magic to open, which really should be my default to have open. Works imperfectly. You choose your effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide the effect the glitch has. So you get to choose what effect you do and what glitch happens.
Okay. Well, the effect is just going to be I'm going to cover my hands in fire with the intent to grab at the webs and, pull them apart and everything like that.
So the effect is weakened. It's of short duration. You take 1 harm. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention. It has a problematic side effect.
I mean, being harmed from setting your hands on fire is not the biggest stretch in the world.
Yeah.
But
Does Max want to take that harm?
You know what? Sure. Because I think, what is it? Where's the thingy? Yeah, because with Immortal, I take one less harm, so it does nothing.
Ignores armor.
You take one harm, ignore armor. But Immortal isn't armor.
It's classified
It's
as
something.
armor.
Oh, is it actually classified as armor?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll take the 1 damage then.
Yeah, this is kind of a harm that you can't just get away from.
Okay.
if you had oven mitts, different story.
You'd be fully protected, because you know firefighters always go in with full oven mitts.
Basically.
Okay. I've taken the harm, and so I'm gonna go at grabbing the spider webs and burning them, pulling them apart to make a path.
So you reach over and start to burn the flames themselves. Like you're used to fire, but you're not fireproof. And your hands start to singe as you burn away the webbing. Even more smoke fills this area, and you can hear the creatures further down the tunnel getting closer.
Let's go, Max.
Yeah. I guess I'll take the woman back from Corny, and we're gonna make a mad dash up.
He's actually good to hold on to her and take her. He's
I would also like to get through these webs.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's mad dash out.
You guys make your way with Corny.
To a wall.
Yeah, I didn't make
Right,
a
dead end.
I know.
I didn't make a full maze. But you find the tunnel keeps going further down. So you can either keep going down or take the ladder up. Corny is going to say that he'll take the woman up with him and get her to safety. It's up to you guys whether you continue further down or take the mantle.
I mean, so we were in the sewers because we thought that the people were getting taken to the sewers, or that it was like the source of the thingy dude.
Yeah.
And we found like the guy down here, but that didn't strike me as like the root cause of all of this. So,
But as you've been going through the sewers led by Corny in this direction, the webbing has been getting thicker.
I think at the very least we can go up and like see where we are in the town.
That's fair.
You know, it's like we might be close to something. Who knows? So I say we all go up.
Yeah.
Plus monster behind us.
You go up through the you exit these now smoke-filled sewer system back onto the surface. You I think at this point it's getting to be later in the day. So sun's starting to set. Corny's going to say, tell you, I'll take this woman to safety. Make sure she gets the treatment she needs. And he's going to take off to do that.
Okay, bye.
As you get onto the surface, John, I'm guessing you have multiple burner phones, or like one that you've like crafted yourself.
Tons.
I'm assuming that you've made most of them yourself, because you don't trust the corporate made ones.
Yeah, of course not. Who would?
Cell phone's actually an easy thing to make, if you know what you're doing.
Well, you can use a corporate one as like the base, but you have to modify it, right? You have to take away the mind control chip. You have to take away the remote detonator chip, the COVID activator. You know, all those fun microchips. That one was a joke. That's not real. Mind control, yes, but not the.
All the other ones are real.
Yeah. So it looks like a real phone, just with like some wires sticking out and like some pieces missing and the external speakers. I don't know, shit like that. It looks a bit DIY'd.
Once you get onto the surface, it actually does ring.
Talk to me.
The person on the other side is the officer that you'd spoken to, and he says, hello, is this John?
It might be. Who's asking?
This is
the check to see if we remember his name.
Officer Story. Richard Story.
Talk to me.
I've been trying to reach you for a little bit now. I have an address for the informant who's been helping us with the case.
Go on.
It's let me just pull up the map here for you guys.
I get out a little notepad to write it down. It tells me.
It's 301 Ashburn Road.
I write it down.
That's at least her last known address that I can find. Although that is a number of years old. We have no confirmation about if that's her current residence or not. But
I'll check it out. Anything else?
Unfortunately, that's all we could find.
Hang up.
Okay. He'll remember that.
I only have so many minutes. Cell phone plans are expensive when you go through like shady back alley data dealers.
You're not just hacking into another system?
Well, it has to route through like 5 different countries, and it has to. It really racks up the international fees.
That's fair. So, you guys have an address for the last known location of this person.
And where are we currently?
Oh, nice. So, you guys would be sewers. You guys would have made your way to about here on the map, which I will switch over for other people in 1 second.
Suspiciously near Wynn's apartment.
What you saying?
When's the big bad the entire time?
Put my thoughts into your guys' brains. Pretty creepy.
Ooh, I need to bring your volume up a lot there.
Oh, that's a me problem.
I can increase it.
I was
100.
having sensitivity issues. My apologies.
168%.
Perfect.
Hopefully that's not too loud. If it is, let me know.
Sounds good. But yeah, obviously. So we get out. Obviously, since we're near my apartment and we all know the town, we recognize where we are, right?
Yeah. The address you were given is for...
Right in front of us.
It's actually closer to the wall. Down in about that area.
So is that like the sketchy part of town?
As you get closer and closer to the wall, it does get to be more sketchy. A lot of the way the city is made, there's actually like it tries to show off being like a city that had survived the surge and is still standing strong. Is the like persona the city tries to give. So there's actually a lot of tall, like, apartment complexes scattered around the city. A few number of residential areas, but they're all most of them are actually more for show. That people not too many people actually live in them. They're just to make the city look bigger, look more populated. Some of the buildings are completely abandoned. A lot of them have squatters living in them. And they kind of just pay police off so they can continue living in the abandoned buildings. But that's happens a lot more around the outskirts, closer to the walls. This area specifically would be a more rural area. So, more houses than apartment complexes.
Okay.
Is anyone injured right now?
I have one.
I only have one.
Okay.
Fairly okay.
I was gonna offer a quick rest at our place before our next destination if needed.
Oh, yeah, and Corny is gone.
Oh. Hi, Corny. Be safe.
I suppose that car would be with him as well.
Oh, okay. Just zoom out of nowhere.
So, you guys have been informed of another location to investigate. You know that there's still those creatures in the sewers. Conventional means of attack do seem to be effective against these creatures. They just seem to be. Some of them, the one you just fought, seemed to be further along in the process, and was more resilient to taking damage than the first one that you had fought. So you don't know what the rest of them could be like, but it's still, like I said, conventional weapons still seem to be effective. It's just a matter of, really it's a matter of time, like how long you let them fester and grow and spread.
I think Max is going to suggest to John if he could make a bomb or something and drop it down the manhole and we all run away.
Max, do you have any idea who you're talking to? Of course I can make a bomb.
We're close to my place right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to run to my apartment and grab something quick. Are you guys gonna stay here or do you want to come along? Because I think that what we're dealing with might be in that journal I stole from the university or the museum or whichever. And I want to see if... Oh, surprise, I have a journal, by the way. Letting y'all know now. I'm going to see what is in there.
You don't happen to have a jerry can full of gas in your apartment, do you?
Like, I have, some, I don't have, a jerry can worth. I have a little bit of propane for, when we don't have electrical.
Which does happen
I'll take
frequently in the cheaper locations of the city.
Well,
Brownouts.
blowing up the sewers is more important.
Well, are we sure that blowing up the sewers is not going to ruin the city's infrastructure regarding its plumbing?
The horrible monsters in the infrastructure are going to ruin the plumbing.
I'm picking up what
Also,
you're
the
putting
infrastructure
down.
in the city kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, then, as long as we don't drop the bomb underneath my apartment, I'm down. I would just prefer
Just
to have a place to live.
Drop it around the hospital. I'm sure that'd be fine.
Yeah, pick maybe the police station. Pick a better spot.
The police
It's not-
station is
it's
all the
not-
way up there, though. But we don't know how far this goes down.
Well, do we know that the apartment buildings near the outskirts are mostly abandoned?
That would be general common knowledge.
That's this area, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For people who live in the city, it would be generally, you'd probably be aware of that. Just a lot of them are abandoned. Some people, like I said, will squat in them and essentially live there than to just pay off the police whenever they come to inspect.
For the record, I'm just talking about something to take out the monsters. I'm not talking about like cratering this whole area.
Just
of the city.
blow up the entire city.
I'm
And
picking up what you're putting
It's
down.
one tank of propane. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not a nuke.
I think it's going to be important for us to find where their nest is and do it closest to there. So I'm going to, why don't we go to my apartment? You can pick whatever materials you need within reason. And we can try to make something to deal with these guys.
Let's make some pipe bombs or something.
Wynn just has a huge supply of C4.
You
Well,
don't
if
know
you
that.
if you have C4, that would be great.
I've got a lot of herbs and powders and stuff and different things that you can check out. There might be something useful.
So you guys. Sorry.
I lead them to my apartment.
You lead everyone to your apartment, and you want to search the journal for. You want to gather materials for an explosive, and you want to search the journal for anything about these creatures, anything that resembles these creatures. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds like this will be.
If everyone else is okay with that plan.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make some pipe bombs.
So, which do people want to do first?
I want to see the journal and investigate. Would you count that as like investigating a mystery?
That'd probably be the best thing for it.
Because hear me out for a sec, okay? So my theory is I can't read the journal, but I was thinking maybe I can summon a ghost that can.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
So, are you wanting to use a different ability?
Yeah, I was thinking the sight. Because it is still under investigate a mystery anyways. So I thought it could just be tied to that if I get a good roll, and that's up to you, of course. That I could find info.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. See
Cool.
if you can gain the knowledge in some way to translate at least a portion of this.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna kind of grab the journal, stand in the middle of the room near my altar, because I have a little altar, like it's on a shelf. And I'm gonna stand in the middle of the room near it, and I'm gonna basically open up the journal and then try to channel the energies of the spirit that would understand the language in the journal, because it's in a language I don't understand. And see if I can find the pages on there of that creature, if it's in there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for it.
Mixed success. So, I believe that means you only get one question.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a bit of a odd thing, so we can try to work with the questions a bit different. What are you specifically wanting to ask? Is there one from the list, or is it little?
Kind of. I wanted to know how to defeat it. So it could, because similar what can hurt it. Was my theory. Because I wanted to know what's its weakness for destroying it as a.
Yeah. So what can hurt it, sort of thing?
Yeah.
You flip through the book, more so looking at the illustrations of the different creatures depicted in it. Looking for ones that have more that are more humanoid but have the spider characteristics. You do eventually find one that looks similar to what you were looking at. It has like claws. It's depicted with very large bristles coming out of its arms. Its mouth actually splits and has mandibles.
Wow.
As well as fangs. And multiple eyes protruding from its head. Your eyes sort of glaze and you feel cold rush around you and almost like a whispering in your ears as you look at the text, and it kind of like vibrates and you can start to make sense of what's written, although it's gives you almost a migraine, but you can start to make sense of what you're seeing. And you see these words of like spreading words that's akin to disease, infection, spread. A word, the closest you can think of the only word you can think close to it is eradication. Some part of the text shows that kind of comes across as early victim can be cured, but you get the sense that once it gets to a certain point, the person is essentially gone and needs to be eliminated, or else it will spread further. There doesn't seem to be anything that indicates that people can be cured past a certain point, but it shows that there were still attempts made, just none were successful.
Okay.
And after looking at it for so long, you get like a bit of a nosebleed. Just from the pain that's causing you to try and focus on this. So, you could try to press further if you wanted, but it could end badly.
Nah, I'm okay with that. I'm going to see like the blood like drip onto the journal, and I'm gonna like grab it and go. And then turn to the other two guys in the room, to Max and John, and be like, so we're dealing with a creature. I can tell in this book. All we can do is eradicate it, and I think that we're on the right path of trying to destroy them with this. I think fire is the way to go. Explosion. So whatever you need, John, I'm here to help with that. But we need to cure people quick if anyone's infected. After a certain point, there's no way to bring them back.
Alright.
And you need to do this quick before there's more victims.
So, I got some stuff I want to make then. First things first. Using the webbing sample that I took, I want to weird science a device to cut through the webs effectively. Using one of Wynn's kitchen knives and soaking it in like some sort of acid, like vinegar and shit like that. Just like raiding her medicine cabinet, stuff like that. Just a sort of like a chemically infused kitchen knife that just slices through webs, no problem. Can I do that?
You can certainly try. I shouldn't say that. That's not my line. So this is your weird science.
Hey.
Success.
Weird science. On a 10 or more, you pick 2 requirements.
Alright.
What are the
So,
requirements for this device?
Well, it needs a rare and or weird material. It requires twice concentrated battery acid, which not something you see every day. And it won't work exactly as I intend, because I like to live dangerously, and I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. However, I am very good at weird science, and I found a way around the twice concentrated battery acid component by just using regular battery acid and twice as much of it.
You like take all the batteries in Wynn's apartment, empty the TV remote.
Smush them up. Yeah, just mash them.
I watch you like just taking these stuff, and I'm like mortified at the cost of these things typically, and I'm like, it's worth it. It's worth it. And then like you go to don't touch that one. Don't touch here. Let me get you that battery. Here, there you go.
So I've mashed up a bunch of batteries. It's safe. Don't
Just in a
worry.
blender.
Don't do this at home.
Don't use my blender. It's the only way I get my smoothies.
Well, I soften them up in the microwave first.
Oh my
And then
god.
run them to the blender.
I don't even have a microwave. Where did it come from?
John just carries a microwave around with him.
Alright, and now I have a knife coated in battery acid.
I imagine it has like you made a dispenser thing, so like you hit a button and it like will coat it so you can cut as you need.
Well, it travels, like it's not just dripping battery acid everywhere, because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, God, who would even? Why? How would that even work? Your thing makes more sense.
And I want to attempt another science of the weird variety.
Okay.
I want to make a small supply of bombs for preferably of the incendiary variety. I think that will be good for dealing with the spiders.
Okay.
And I'll roll that up.
How do you construct these bombs? I'm guessing with.
So, using her propane tank and some pipe that I, ripped out of her plumbing.
Sorry.
Wynn's apartment is just fucked.
Don't worry, I cleaned the pipes first. Not a monster.
But not the floor where you destroyed it.
Oh, damn.
It's hardwood. Oh, it's advanced.
That's advanced success.
That's a 6 and a 5 that you rolls.
So advanced success works the same as a normal success, except I get a +1 ongoing whenever operating the device. Which is
Do you have
good
it
to know.
unlocked though?
Yeah, I do actually.
Sweet.
Wait. Do you have advanced moves
I
unlocked?
do have advanced. I have advanced weird science, yes. Because I took the science move, and it gives you weird science if you don't already have it, and it gives you advanced weird science if you do already have weird science.
Okay.
Nice.
So you managed to cheat getting an advanced move before level 5.
To be fair, it doesn't actually add a lot. It just gives me more
Yeah.
ongoing bonus of the device.
But that's good, because a fail on this would have been very bad.
Okay. Still has 2 requirements, though. Unfortunately. Being a makeshift pipe bomb, it of course won't be very reliable. It requires a huge amount of power or fuel. And fortunately, I was able to get around the requirement for a lot of fuel by cutting the gasoline with milk from her fridge, which is famously flammable and explosive. Has a lot of hydrocarbons in it, actually. A lot of natural sugars.
Not the flour that's actually flammable. Not the cooking oil. The milk.
Right. Not the like incense oils I could have handed you for my like spell cabinet or anything.
Well, I'll throw them in too, just for good measure.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Actually, that's
tallying
good.
up how much money he owes me.
That's a good note about the flour, and I did say that I wanted it to be incendiary. So maybe it expels flour as it ignites.
So
And
it does an
that,
initial expel of flour into the air and then sets off the...
Well, it's like it's like a little. It's got a little explosive charge in the middle, and that's surrounded by flour, so that when it detonates, it sprays the flour, and then the fireball comes, catches the flour, and I would like to have made 3 of these.
Well, given the advanced success, I'd say 3 is perfectly viable.
I'll just add this to my inventory: web cutting knife and 3 pipe bombs.
When just be thankful he didn't fail the roll for creating bombs in your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks for not blowing up my place as I look at the destruction he has created.
On a miss, something goes horribly wrong. You're still able to create your device, but to keep your picks 3 requirements.
I
So
can
there was-
feel all of us are falling from a height.
Alright. I'm kitted out. I'm ready to go.
Okay, was there anything other people were wanting to do at Wynn's apartment?
Can I do a first aid and heal myself by 1?
Did you
Oh, I have no harm. Never mind. I'm not hurt. I take it back.
Yeah, because I remember you used magic and did first aid to heal yourself before.
Okay. Then I'm good.
So, you guys have some equipment, you got some knowledge about the creatures that you're facing. Yeah. So, and you have a location for a potential spot to investigate. You guys, is there anything else you'd like to do before heading out?
Can I get another candle from like my apartment?
Yeah,
Put it in
you
my
can
bag.
gather any sort of material components you think you'll be needing.
I grab another candle. I grab my book. I pack my bag. I grab a protein bar that I make myself. I hand each one to Max and one to John. Here,
Thank
these
you.
are peanut butter oat and chocolate chip. The chocolate chips are rare, so enjoy them.
Thank you. I hope everyone used the bathroom before I ripped out all the plumbing. But, I'm good to
Yeah,
go.
it's all good. Wynn's like just planning the fact she's probably going to have to move to the cafe after this because her house is not livable. So,
I'm sure your insurance covers this, right?
yes, because we have insurance in this world now.
I mean, insurance is such a great scam. I'm sure that like a lot of the higher end people have it. Definitely a barista at a coffee shop can afford house insurance, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Even though I know Max and myself can produce flame with magic, I am going to hand Max a lighter, like a flame source. And I'm going to have one for myself and put it in my bag. And John, he probably already took one, so I'm not going to be worried.
John probably already had one.
True.
So,
Well, shall we go and destroy these dudes? These creatures? Oh, and I put the journal in my backpack as well this time.
okay. You guys get yourself kitted out and head off towards the area that you were told about. It would take you a little bit to find the place. It's not a very populated district of the city. Actually, no, you shouldn't need an investigation check to find it just with the street address. It would take some time, but you eventually would come across the building in that area. It's looks like a house, but it looks very worn down. The windows are boarded shut, and it doesn't look like anyone's been living here. The grass on the front yard is overgrown. The front door is closed, but the window pane is broken.
I'm going to go up to the window and look in.
Inside, you see... Actually, give me an investigate a mystery.
Yeah?
Or,
Got you.
Investigate mystery, would that be?
Like, what do I see? It's not technically a question, but I guess there's also read a bad situation. Like, what's my best way in?
Actually, we'll hold off on the roll for now.
Okay.
You can, unless you have a source of light, you see furniture in the house, but there doesn't seem to be too much in terms of decorations up. There's front door to this building, a few side windows, and what looks to be a garage attached to it. Through the window, you see some basic furniture, but some of it has blankets thrown over it. Some of it is just kind of scattered about. There doesn't seem to be any movement inside that you can tell.
Wynn's gonna be fondly thinking about the fact she wished she could steal all this furniture. She's gonna turn to the guys. I don't really see much in here. What do you want to do? And she's gonna step back away from the window and pull out her candle and kind of ready herself.
Oh, guess we better go in.
How do you guys
Is
enter?
the door locked?
If you try the door, it does appear to be locked.
Okay. Well, that doesn't stop Wynn. Can I use magic to unlock the door?
Yeah, that's probably that sounds like something that magic could do.
I would say so. I don't know exactly how to make it work, but I'll figure it out with the wording.
You could conjure a literal skeleton key.
A literal skeleton key is in like it's made from bones.
Could be.
Knowing Wynn's magic, yeah.
Or it was a living key and then it died. And now it's just a skeleton.
Well, it says do one thing that's beyond human limitation, so I could like maybe possess additional strength to force the door open, or to break the handle so it opens.
This house is as run down as it seems. I'm not even sure we need the superhuman strength to break the door.
Right, we could just probably break it, or
I could
maybe
just
it
kick
could
the
be
door
that
in.
because I also have hang on a sec here. I have telepathy punches. Oh no, I don't have the thing yet. I need to level up. Well, up to you on if you want to make it a fun magic thing. We could figure it out.
I'd say that there could be something with magic.
Okay, I can roll and we can go from there.
Are you trying to pick the lock or break it down?
I'm going to pick the lock because I don't want I don't want us to be loudly announcing our presence here. So I want to use magic to do something beyond human limitations, and that's to be able to, I don't know, see the lock from through the metal so I can pick it easily.
Trying to unlock it from the other side.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Yeah. Roll for use magic.
Ooh. Success.
Nice.
So
It says the magic works without issues on a 10+. Choose your effect. So my effect is I do something that's beyond human limitations by opening the door from the other side.
So you try to focus your mind and picturing yourself on the other side, trying to imagine your own hand reaching out and undoing the latch of the deadbolt on this door, and you get a click, and and you manage to undo the lock.
Boom.
And so you can turn the handle, and the door creaks open an inch and then gets snagged by another chain lock.
Annoying.
But it has its deadbolt on.
The deadbolt.
Just reach in through the window and unhook it? You say the window was broken, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, just reach in and unlock it.
I shouldn't.
I didn't know how close the window was to the door.
I thought it was a window on the door. I might have misinterpreted though.
That's technically how I worded it, yeah.
Oops. Well, I just did magic for no reason. We're fine.
Well, you couldn't reach the deadbolt from the window. But you probably could reach the chain latch, which would make sense. So, I'll allow that. You might have to, like, break the glass a little bit more so you don't cut yourself to ribbons.
Dreads, you say?
And if you fail, I have a backup plan. That'll be fun.
Is the backup plan just kicking the door?
No, there's more finesse. The backup plan is Max using magic and from the tip of his finger having like, if you see like like those acetylene torches, like a little flame coming out, and then you can just like use it to like cut the chain and open the door.
I think by the fact that I did state that the pane on the window was broken, it makes sense that you'd be able to unlatch it. But I like the torch idea. We'll keep that in mind.
Cool. So the
you-
door's unlatched.
Yeah. Do you guys enter?
Cool. Oh yeah. Wynn turns on her magic candle as she enters.
John turns on his non-magic candle, aka flashlight.
Do I still have my dark vision, or did that like fade away? Wasn't really specified.
I'd say that you didn't get to use much of it, so I'd say you have that still until you take a
Long rest.
A long rest.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say that. Try to think of any other term until you go to sleep.
An extended relaxation.
There you go.
Yeah.
A prolonged respite.
Yeah, anything to avoid the D&D terminology.
Legally distinct long rest, yeah.
I mean, technically long rest is part of the SRD, but then I'd have to, like, claim this as all that jazz, and that's just too much.
So we go
See,
inside.
until the next day, yeah.
Yeah. For the next 8 hours.
Okay.
But you go inside. This is a 1-floor house. There's a you enter through a entryway. There's living room to one side, kitchen area to the other, which connects to the garage. what would you guys like to do?
I think if we're trying to be safe, Jake, I would like to use my magic.
Okay.
And if it's possible, X-ray vision.
Okay.
Gotta love magic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just fix all of our problems with magic.
Exactly.
John, would you have ever seen yourself being with such a magical bunch of people?
Mm-hmm.
I never in my wildest dreams.
If only you knew your baristas were like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually what all coffee baristas are like.
Magical beings.
I'd believe it.
Yeah.
So,
Friggin' weirdos.
Coffee is all powerful.
I'd
It's true.
say that this would probably...
Do one thing that is beyond human limitations.
Yeah, I'd say it would take, like, you a few seconds to actually, like, channel this spell, to focus your eyes on, trying to look beyond what you can see.
Okay.
But is easily, I shouldn't say easily, is doable.
Okay. Let's roll.
Man.
Hey!
It was a good day. Not
It
good day.
is.
It's gonna be great. You're getting all the good rolls out now, so when you finally come in contact with the creature, it's just gonna be downhill.
Exactly.
So, give me a second. What's this like as Max channels X-ray vision?
So this time around, that weirdly red fiery aura comes back around him again. But this time, he closes his eyes and concentrates. He opens his eyes, and then there's like a glimmer and flash coming from them. The aura goes away, but it persists around his eyes.
Just give me 1 second. Okay. So, I think with that you're looking around, and for now I'll just keep that in mind as you guys investigate the area. But I think what parts do you start investigating? As you're able to now see through layers of this structure.
Well, you said it's a 1-floor building,
Yeah.
so I don't really have to look up. I am going to look down though, because even though it's a 1-floor building, it doesn't mean there's not a basement.
Okay. I'll get you guys. Max, can I get you to investigate a mystery, and you can have +1 from the X-ray vision.
Okay.
X-ray vision.
So I change in the plus forward value. I put 1 in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mixed success.
Okay. So, as you look around, you look down, and the X-ray vision it's gonna be limited. You can only see like
Oh yeah,
few
like through like
feet.
one layer.
Yeah.
Like one layer. Yeah.
Like a few feet down, and like it where you currently stand, it just looks like Earth. But yeah, at least in this front entryway, it does still just like there's nothing below you. You're seeing through some of the walls. There doesn't seem to be too much standout about the kitchen or well, you haven't explored too much into the house yet, but are you walking around the house as you do this?
Yes. Yes, I am.
So, as you're walking around, you see through the wall that connects. Investigate mystery. You get to ask one question. Is there a question you had in mind?
Investigate mystery. What is being concealed here? Because I'm actively looking for something.
Okay. As you walk through the kitchen area, you see what appears mostly like an empty garage, but as you walk a little further to the back of it, there seems to be a wall and then another section, another room behind the garage.
Okay.
But you can't see what it is really. You don't know what you can't
Can I
tell.
see through? Can I see through this wall with my X-ray vision?
Do you go into the garage?
Oh, I thought you said I was already in there.
This is as you're
Okay.
walking like through the kitchen, like and
Okay,
seeing the garage.
Okay, so I can. Okay, I got you now. Then yes, I will make my way into the garage then.
So you go into the garage, and you see that the space that you had noticed is behind what looks like a rack of tools,
Okay.
just like a shelf of home improvement tools. You don't see any actual entrance. It could be just a boarded off section of the house, you can't tell.
But I can't see through it.
You can see that there's an empty space.
Okay.
You can't. It's hard to focus in on any details past that, but you do see like a empty space in the house.
Okay. I'm gonna let the others know that I found a hidden room.
Where is it?
I'm going to point in the direction of it. So behind this, whatever this is, the tool rack shelf. This.
Yeah, it's like a tool shelf.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I... So it says, like, for read a bad situation, what's my best way in? Can I use that to maybe figure out how to open up the secret entrance?
It's
if
possible.
There is one? Well, Gwen wants to find the way to get into that. She's gonna, because she reads books, she knows there's hidden bookcases and stuff. She's gonna start moving stuff on that shelf.
You gotta
find a
pull
way
the
to open
lever or
Yeah.
shift, pull the right book out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So she's gonna start like moving shit around and she's gonna be like, "Oh, here's a canister. Move it. Did it do anything?"
So yeah, let's get the roll for read a bad situation first.
Ah,
Hey.
So,
yeah, because it says you get a certain amount of holds, so I get 3 holds, and I can ask a keeper one of the following questions based on that.
yeah, give me 1 second.
So. That's a good roll.
Oops. But, as you go to move some of the tools, you realize that they are stuck. They are secured in place. And you, none of the basic tools that are on there will actually move. Looking around, you do notice that there is the scrape lines along the floor. And you can realize that this shelf can move out of the way. What you realize is that there's no levers or tricks to actually sliding it out of the way. It seems to be just a heavy shelf that just requires pure force to move.
Well,
there's no mechanism to it or anything. It's just a regular person wouldn't normally have the strength to move it.
I'm gonna like sigh in defeat because obviously Wind is not strong enough to move it, and she's also so disappointed that it's not like a fun contraption like a moving book. We need to move this shelf, y'all. I also have 2 more holds. Can I hold off on using those, or do I have to use them now?
What other questions for you? Last situation. I'd say you probably need to use them, like, within this situation.
Okay. Because the only other question I would use is are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
So, that's not a bad thing to use. If you're wanting to do that.
No. Trying to be smart, learn from my mistakes.
As you look around for any dangers you haven't noticed, in this garage specifically, you do see in the corner a red blinking light.
What is that?
Upon further inspection, you realize that it's a security camera.
I smash it.
Yeah, there's no rule involved with smashing a camera. That's might be hard to reach up in the corner, but you could throw something at it fairly easily.
Throw a rock or a loose tool at it or something.
I
Well,
feel like
maybe
John's an
fancy, but-
expert at smashing cameras, like security cameras.
So yeah, that would be something that you hadn't noticed upon first entering, because no one said that they were looking out for things like that.
While Max is handling the door, I'll
Just volunteer
Try to-
Max to deal with the door.
he likes opening doors. I'll try to trace what the security camera is wired to.
Okay. Then yeah, whoever wants to go first can make their roll. If you want to make the investigate roll, John, you can.
I will investigate a mystery. Success.
Awesome.
Or DM.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
You guys are allowed to fail, you know. Like,
I'll knock on wood again.
So, I don't think it's literally one of the questions they have there, but what is this camera connected to?
you investigating the camera, you can see that it's hardwired into the power for the building. Which it's hardwired into the wall, but you can kind of trace where it goes, and it does seem to seems to lead into
I'm not above poking some holes in drywall here. I want to see where this thing goes.
ripping through the drywall. You can kind of follow the wire that does go to, you can see it's going in the direction of the wall, where the tool rack is.
Interesting. Supposedly I get another question, but
Was there another question you wanted to ask?
About this camera specifically.
It doesn't necessarily have to be, but somewhat connected to.
Is the camera or anything it's connected to capable of recording audio, or is it purely a visual thing?
You get the sense that this looks to be a live feed and only seems to be recording and sending the visual. Doesn't appear to be sending audio feed as well.
Okay. That's me then.
Max, people have suggested that you might try to open the door.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is kind of what we discussed before, where you should be able to use plus weird instead of
Whatever it is.
plus
So
tough.
What do you want me to roll specifically, though? Act under pressure?
Yeah, this would be sort of like an act under pressure using your weird.
Okay.
From your... What's the ability called? Unholy Strength.
Yay.
Mixed success. Oh, wait, do I have a... Does the forward count for this, or... Because I didn't put that in.
If you can tell me how X-ray vision would help with this. If you can convince me of that.
Give me a second.
If you can bullshit away that X-ray vision helps you move something really heavy. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying convince me.
Let's see. Because he already told us about the marks on the floor.
So how does X-ray vision specifically help you with this?
I don't know. So it's a 9.
It's like if
I got nothing. It's a 9.
Yeah, I'm saying like if you can think of a way, I'm open to suggestions. I just don't know. If anyone else wants to make their argument, they're welcome too. But I don't.
We'll go for mixed success.
Let me just bring up the thing here. Okay. as you go to move it, you go to pull it out of the way, and you misjudge how well it's balanced.
Okay.
And you have the choice as you lose sort of control of how you're moving it. You can either have it fall on you and it still won't make too much of a ruckus,
Okay.
but will hurt, or you could toss it to the side and it will make a very loud noise.
How much damage will it cause? Or
it won't cause harm, but your mobility will be inhibited for a while.
okay. I'll have it fall on top of me then.
So you go to move the shelf, and you realize that you drastically misjudged its weight, and it just completely falls over top of you. You get battered a bit. Your leg gets kind of twisted in a bad way, which will make it difficult for you to run or sprint.
Okay.
But we'll just keep that in mind moving forward. But you do reveal what looks like pretty much an empty room, but then leads to a staircase going down into a basement further behind the house.
Ooh.
Well, shall we?
Do you
When's
take care of the
gonna,
video camera?
Run up with her candle and just start going down.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, what?
John, did you take care of the video camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. I handled it.
He took care of it.
My
I
candle will light
always
the way, by the way.
Take care of business. Always. Max.
If that's your real name.
Don't worry about it.
And with that bit done,
I'm just gonna give him an odd look, and then I'm gonna limp after Win.
yeah, that crash real sucked. You guys start to head down the staircase, going deeper and deeper below what initially seemed to be leading to a basement actually leads to a corridor. Okay. And the so it does lead to a basement area, but that just is fairly open. There's a few boxes here, and then it leads into a corridor down a tunnel, well below actual basement level.
Are we back in the sewer?
It doesn't quite seem sewer-esque, but possibly on a similar level to that. Do you guys
That's not suspicious.
do you guys proceed down the corridor?
You said there was like boxes in this room?
Yeah, I want to see what's in the boxes.
Yeah.
So there's boxes. You also notice webbing in the corners
Great.
of the room. As you look inside the boxes, you see you see construction tools and stuff. Some extra equipment from some like stuff from lab equipment and things like that. You there's also a jacket that you find that looks really looks pretty old, torn, or like not really old, like a few months old. It's torn and bloody.
Is there like a name tag on it?
It's has the business name of the moving company, Smith's Shipping and Receiving. If you guys,
You said what? Bath what?
sorry,
What was the name you said?
Smith's Shipping and Receiving, which was the company that picked up the supplies from the docks and took that were ordered by this person and shipped them. They were ordered by this person supposedly for the science center, but were shipped to a different location, to which you didn't know what that location was. This seems to be a jacket of one of the shippers.
Okay.
Is there anything in the box? You said there's lab equipment. Is there any like medical ingredients or anything in the boxes that Wynn could grab and put in her bag?
I'd say there's no like ingredients or anything. It's more just like extra test tubes, tools, and things like that. There's anything. This doesn't seem like a place for keeping like raw materials. Just
He's definitely taking a couple test tubes and putting them in her backpack, along with a pair of tongs.
Those are things that you could find in here.
And then she's going to turn to her two comrades. I'm going to continue down the corridor if you guys are ready. And she's going to like send the candle a little bit ahead to light up the corridor as she heads into it.
Let's go.
Oh, before we do, John, do you want to test your acid knife on the spider webs over there? Make sure it works. are you confident in the capabilities of your...
I don't need to test it. I know it works.
Then let's go. And she like skips ahead and goes down.
Hobble, hobble, hobble.
You see, if I tested, that's me admitting to myself that I wasn't sure that it would work. And I am. And like a good 75% of science is just being confident.
It's true.
Like-
Confidence is key.
I don't think that's the scientific method.
You think Neil Armstrong landed on the moon because he wasn't confident? No, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, there was definitely no testing involved in getting them to space.
Well, like some of it, sure, like 10% maybe, but it was mostly confidence.
Yeah, they just... You're just like, you know what, guys? We had something that kind of worked. We got this. No testing needed. Let's go.
Yeah, that's why whenever anyone says good luck and you say I don't need luck, it's because you're confident, and that's a very confident thing to say, so it works.
Anyway, you guys make your way down the corridor.
Yeah, we do.
As you is this one better? Yeah. Actually, no. This one. You guys make your way down the corridor. You eventually, it goes for a while. Like you're walking for walking at a decent pace for like 5 minutes, and you eventually come across a large door, similar to actually what you had seen at the science center. You'd recognize this as an airlock door.
Awesome.
Is it, you say it's airlocked, but is it like, is there a button to access it easily to open?
This is this isn't as high tech as the ones at the science center. It's not a digital pad. This is a full crank wheel to turn and open.
Cool.
You got this, Max?
Yeah, so I started cranking the wheel.
You start to crank the wheel and you realize that this is also seems to be purposefully made in a way that can't be easily turned.
Okay.
Possible, but I'm gonna ask for a roll for it.
Okay, so let's use some magic then. To give Max more strength.
Okay.
Maximum strength.
Yeah, there you go, maximum strength.
The ultimate DM tool of stalling for time, put a door in front of them.
Right?
Hey!
Hey! Success.
So, Max, what's this like as you channel your hellish strength?
That classic fire orange aura comes back. I go into like one of those stances, like where like you have your fists on both sides.
Just like a Dragon Ball Z.
Yes,
Charging
yes, that,
stance.
yes, that. Yes.
Legally distinct charging up stance.
Yeah.
Power up stance. Wayne and John are there for like 5 minutes as he's just like, ah!
So 6 episodes later.
Yeah.
Next time on Monster of the Week.
Yeah, Wayne and John are just there, just playing cards, waiting.
Is he still going? Yeah, he's still going.
2 days later.
Yeah.
I'm glad I gave us those protein bars.
You guys come up and the city's just in ruins.
Sounds about right.
So I'm doing the power stance, what we'll call it. Aura all around me, and then all of a sudden just all of my muscles and everything just like buff up.
On your already tight shirt.
Yeah, I was actually gonna get to that.
My shirt just
actually
ripped off.
Yeah, my shirt actually rips. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. My shirt rips.
Just too much raw muscle.
Yeah. So with that done, let's try the door again. Or try the door for the first time.
With that, it's you feel the door turn and crank open, and the airlock releases, and a similar scent to what you had been in earlier. The smell of sewage fills this area.
Wonderful.
And the door opens into a wide chamber. And I shall drop you in the map, but before that, I think we should take a break. Since we're coming on the 2-hour mark.
Well. So.
We'll be back
10
with,
minutes or?
Yeah, about 10 minutes, and we'll be back with the new map.
Yay.
Exciting.
We'll be back.
Be back soon.
Oh.
I forgot to put my mic on.
Well, I'm glad that they caught it.
Can't hear the guy in
These
orange.
things happen. Can you hear us now? Quick
Yeah.
check. Thank you, Baraha.
That's my bad. I have to mute my mic whenever we go on break.
Okay, just repeat everything you just said.
Yeah.
So. God dang.
We all do it. We've all been there.
You guys enter into what looks to be a landing. Within, the brickwork here is similar to the sewer system that you were in earlier, but seems a lot older. In front of you is a bunch of webbing that you'll have to try and maneuver around or get through in some way. You don't hear much ahead of you.
I'm gonna smile at John and make like a little stabby motion.
And I was doing the eyebrows at John already, going, "Hey, you got a new weapon to play with."
I procure the web slicer 3000 XL.
Trademark.
TM. Okay.
Digital Deluxe Edition. At Knuckles.
So, with your new knife, you were able to make that fully successfully, right?
Yeah.
And what was the one requirement?
The one catch to it was that it It won't work exactly as I intend. That's not to say that it won't work in a general sense, just that it won't do exactly what I think it will.
Okay.
So, have fun with that.
Me, who doesn't know the biology of webbing,
You like Spider-Man. It's the same thing. Sorry, legally distinct arachnid superhero.
as you cut through the webbing, it doesn't make a clean cut through. It kind of like pulls it into a gross paste as it kind of melts to the ground. So it gets it out of the way in front of you, but you just gotta be careful where you step, as it becomes sort of like a hazard, a ground hazard that you have to now avoid, but makes so you don't have to get tangled up in the webs.
Very good.
So, much easier to traverse. You just gotta try to be careful not to walk through it.
I traverse.
So you guys move forward.
Say so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can feel free to move your tokens just a little bit at a time.
I see a black spider web.
The black webbing is meant to represent spider webbing that's up high. So
Okay.
as you make your way around,
What the hell is that?
as you make your way around, you notice. Just pause the movement for a minute.
Oh. I'm moving.
Sorry, I grabbed you by mistake.
Yeah. All good.
There's webbing in different sections connecting, going down from the landing into what looks to be further into this what you're now realizing is an incredibly large chamber. It looks like what would have been a sort of funnel area for the water, a drainage area for the water, is empty, and you can see further in. You just get the glimpse of a table, a metal table, and in the corner, what looks like a computer setup that you now realize is what the camera's connected to.
I'm definitely going to investigate this computer.
As you move further in, you hear from above you.
Oh.
You've really
I like
caused quite a mess for my plans.
Who said that? Show yourself.
You shine your lights upwards, and on the ceiling,
Of course.
you see what looks like
What?
a
What?
female upper torso with clawed hands, multiple eyes on the face, bristles going back as hair, the lower torso of an arachnid body, 8 legs, clambering
Oh,
along
okay,
the
there it is.
ceiling.
Oh, fun.
She looks down upon you all. It's just like, you've destroyed some of my experiments.
Tell me who you are, I say to the creature. Pulling out my book very slowly. I'm like very like, as I say it, I'm like holding my bag and it's like I'm just slowly pulling out my book.
I'm Dr. Asuko Popov.
Oh, shit. Oh, I know who this is.
Are you saying that as Max right now? Because if you're reacting like that, Wynn's going to turn right to you and be like, what the?
And she lowers herself down from a web and lands with a hefty weight on the ground in front of you all.
So this is speaking just as myself right now, but yay for making notes.
Yay.
But yeah, this person was the one that was helping the cops investigate the bodies that are turning up.
Yeah,
So
she was the source.
Yeah, and we got the name from the hard drive that John stole.
And she's the former director of
The Science Center.
the science lab.
Yeah.
Well,
So it was an inside job.
What are
This
you
whole
trying
time.
to achieve here?
She looks to you, John, says, many people were affected by the surge. This is what eventually became of myself. I'm trying to unlock the same potential in other people. Trying to make people better.
but you seem to be doing it without their consent, which therefore makes it not okay.
Yeah, plus a lot of people died.
So it's one thing if you have like a cult following and y'all want to do your thing, and then Wynn's just gonna like eye roll at her own history, and then she's gonna snap back to it. But you're hurting others, and we cannot allow you to continue to do this.
Cults are one thing, but I draw the line at unethical science experiments.
Agreed. You need permission. You need signed forms giving consent for death.
Gonna have to unpack that later.
Hashtag made.
My experiments need to continue. I need to fix the people here, the people of this city. I need to make them better.
Wynn's gonna put like one arm in her hand, be like, "What's wrong with us? I think we're doing perfectly fine. Look at us. We're successful beings, mostly." Not indicating which person she's referring to.
You guys are the prime example of together and not in any way broken.
100%. While we're doing this little thing, can I do like a read a bad situation again, or I have a hunch thing. Wait, where's my hunches? It's like here.
Hunches is more for when you're not.
Well, it says when something bad is happening or just about to happen.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
it's somewhere where you're
qualify
not. Yeah, no.
as a
Never mind.
read a bad situation.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't seem like a good situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I read a bad situation again?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do it then.
Hey.
Oh, what? Yes! Yeah!
6 and a 5. By God.
It's just that easy.
It says on the 10 plus. It just says on the 10 plus. I get 3. So there's nothing special about the. Oh wait, there's an advance on the 12 plus. You may ask the keeper any question you want about the situation,
So,
not just the listed ones.
advanced success you'd have to unlock through leveling
Okay.
up.
Okay.
But you'll get. I will honor this 12.
So I can ask anything.
Not anything, but like you won't go out with no information.
Okay. Cool. What is most vulnerable to me right now in this room? Where's the weakness of this monster? As I observe.
Oh wait, I'm looking at investigating history. My bad. Read a bad situation that's further in.
I can't believe I got 12.
And you
That's
hold
crazy.
her in place, win.
These rolls. Every time I comment on the rolls, I knock on wood, guys. We're good. Keeping the good vibes.
Only
Can-
Win had a spell to hold something in one place.
I do. Don't worry. We're gonna use that spell.
So
Don't worry.
you're asking what's most vulnerable to you, or
It says what's most vulnerable to me. Wait, I don't think that makes sense. What I wanted to try to say basically was like, what's its weakness in the moment that I could use? But I
okay.
don't think that's the right answer thing. But
Any glowing red spots on it?
Yeah, the obvious weak point, the glowing spot that you know is currently you're able to hit, and you need to hit
I just kind of want to like get a vibe check of the room. What do I see? Are there any like creepy monsters in the corners I need to be worried
One
about?
of the questions is, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to vibe with. Because as we're talking to this thing, is there something else happening in the room we need to be worried about?
Why did the music stop?
Because I rolled 12.
Because we're at the dramatic confrontation.
Yeah, but you were so epic, you stopped the music.
Yeah, that's what happened, and not just that
Yeah.
I forgot to hit the loop button. So, for what's one thing that I'll give you that's not sort of listed here. First of all, for dangers that you haven't noticed, you do, now that you're further in and focused, hear further past her the same noise that you had heard echoing through the chamber prior. The creatures from down tunnel seem to be looming in the back, almost waiting for command.
Great.
Another thing you notice is this thing wouldn't be noticeable by John or Max. But
Covering my ears.
as you see, looking at this creature, with the sight that you have, you almost see... It's... At first you think it's just because the low light, seeing things, but as you look closer, there's a weird warping of the air behind her, and as you focus in on it, you can... what seems like a spectral figure whispering in the ear of this person.
Wynn starts jumping up and down because she knows exactly what the F she's going to do in a sec here. But she does it not visibly. She doesn't want to spook the dude.
Maybe not what you think as you focus in, thinking of that, but then the figure, you start to make out details slightly as you strain to concentrate, and then you get... The figure is familiar. One that you hadn't seen not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
The person who you had met at the hospital. But the strain is too hard to focus on, and you can't keep the sense of the figure in your head.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to John and Max. We have to be really careful here. I just got a sense of something, and it's not... This is a bigger thing than what we imagine it to be.
Bigger than a giant evil scientist spider monster lady?
There's always something more evil behind the giant evil spider monster ladies.
That's a common expression.
And Wynn's gonna finish pulling out her book and being ready for the actions of her two comrades as she gets ready to be able to do a spell if needed.
I'm just trying to figure out what this surge had done to people.
The surge?
The event that had caused the world to be the way it is. The pulse that had that had wiped electronics and caused odd effects within animals, and rumored to be some people as well, but that's supposedly just rumors. So I'm just trying to figure out how it affected people and how I can improve on those who were affected.
The thing is we've already told you, what was the doctor's name again? Sorry.
Atsuko?
Asuko? Asuko. Dr. Asuko, I get that this is your thing. You keep telling us what you're trying to do, and we just told you we don't think it's cool because you're not doing it with consent. We like consent here. So are you telling me you're not going to give up on this? That no matter what, you're going to continue these experiments?
Nothing will stop me.
Cool.
And especially not you.
And do you want to test that other thing you made earlier?
She's going to raise a hand.
Yep.
And point. And you hear that screeching start to move in closer.
Wynn wants to use magic to do a hold on Dr. Esico.
Okay. So we'll go into a bit of a combat order here. So,
I'm anticipating Wynn to do this, so I'd like to go after her.
okay. So,
I volunteer as tribute.
when you go to hold to create a locking spell on this person, let's see that. Use magic.
Oh, right now, because I did the read, I just want to clarify, because I did the read a bad situation, it says if you act on the answers, you get a +1 ongoing while the information is relevant. So would you say I get a +1?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Cool.
Hey, there it is.
6 and a 2. +2, +1.
2, that'll do.
So Wynn pulls out her favorite spell and just starts chanting and doing the incantations that she has to call onto the spirits of her ancestors to hold this being in place.
And John lights up a pipe bomb.
After she waves her finger forward, her body stiffens, and this is a much bigger creature than you're used to holding.
Oh yeah.
You may only have a few seconds to be able to hold it in place. But hopefully that'll be all you need. And that is such a very broken use of this spell.
We can talk, but just saying. It does say specifically.
Yeah.
Trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
Yeah. So, from around the side, is it in the token line? Where is that visible? I'm just trying to find why things aren't appearing on screen.
They're visible.
It is dark.
Oh, there it is. You start to see creatures come around from all sides. Although is like you said, very dark. They're hard to see, but from around the bottom, there's one to the top, one to the bottom, and one going straight.
Yep. That's not creepy. Oh, the footsteps, Jake. The footsteps.
They're barely seen within the shadows. But, John, you do see that there is one standing next to the doctor. This would be a good moment for at least one of the bombs.
That's the plan. I light one up. Make sure such that the fuse is just for like 3 seconds or so. live dangerously. And I chuck it at the base of the big spider monster.
Okay. I don't have the details for what harm an explosive would do.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of it.
Yeah, just all the damage. Oh, gear. So, this would... This will have the messy tag, definitely, and loud.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Area. So, I would classify this as overkill for a person.
I like the sound of overkill.
Yes.
So, but the one of the conditions you have chosen for these is unreliable.
That's true. Live dangerously.
So, I'm going to roll. Actually, I'll let you do the roll.
Okay.
And
What type of roll would you like?
I'm thinking and act under pressure. You can have one forward with it, since you succeeded with the construction of these.
Yep.
If you get a full success, it's going to do 4 harm to both creatures in the area. If partial success, it'll be just a little less harm. And a failure, it'll probably do some harm, but not near as much. So it's basically just gauging how much it'll do.
Okay. Here we go. Hey, mixed success.
So, you throw this explosive. Describe to me, it's not as big as you were hoping for, but still a significant explosion.
So the main charge detonates as expected, but the flower burst part of it doesn't really catch.
So
it just kind of sprays flour around, in addition to the initial actual explosion.
yeah, you throw the makeshift pipe bomb, flower pipe bomb.
Flower power.
It hits. There's a beat where you wait, and you can see her eyes. There's no iris or pupil, but you see a bunch of the eyes, multiple of them just kind of widen. And there's a shockwave that echoes through the chamber. Shrapnel from the bomb explodes under her and the creature next to her. They don't take the fire burning from the flower, but they do each take 3 harm. from that as they're blasted, and this one that you can barely see is actually going to be blasted back past your vision. She's going to be knocked over the table. When you struggle to like keep your focus on this, especially with the ringing of the blast, because that would be devastating in this echoey chamber. Max, is there anything you want to do at this moment?
Well, I wanted to, at the time, but it's already happened, I wanted to, like, I guess boost his roll in a way that, like, I would throw a fireball at it with my magic to try and boost it, but the help action would only give it, like, a +1 at best, so... actually, you know what? I have an idea. What I want to do, I'm going to use magic.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to create a source of light hovering close to the ceiling, maybe around this point, to like to help illuminate the whole room so we can see everything in here.
Okay. Roll to use magic.
Use magic, use magic. There you are.
And what are some of the components you're using for this? What from the list that we'd given earlier?
The list from earlier. Let's see.
It's basically how Max channels his magic.
Let's see. It doesn't say specifically where it has to be done, but I'll be drawing like these weird runes in the air.
Yep.
Let's see. And I'll also be chanting in, I'll do chanting in gestures too.
You chant and almost kind of mimicking what you've seen Wynn do in the past as she's used her spells. You trace symbols in the air and speak in your native tongue as you create this erupting source of light within the cavern.
Because part of me is hoping that these things are sensitive to light.
Let me just place. That works.
Nice.
But yes.
I didn't know how much light that would produce, but that works.
That's awesome.
Too much light.
Well,
My eyes
it's like
take a
let's
sec to adjust.
yeah, it's like let's hope that they're light sensitive.
So you guys witness this giant, as he does this, just not quite like an inferno, but a burst of radiant light appears in the center of this area, not burning, but does have a bit of warmth to it. I'd say probably not a comfortable warmth, though. Like a...
It's somewhat hellish.
Yeah. It's like a muggy warmth to it that's just uncomfortable to be in. And you now see clearly one of the spiders the arachnoids climbing the walls around to where you are. This one's the one further back, which looks similar to the one you had fought earlier that had the armor plate, like almost armor-like exoskeleton. It's blasted on its back, and she is still stuck currently. I will get Wynn to make a act under pressure to hold her spell with all the events that have just occurred between a sonic boom and a flashbang.
Okay. Do I still have my +1 or no?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Hey.
Oh yeah!
I
6.
rolled a 6 and a 5.
Go win.
What?
Go win. Go win.
Winning.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because why let my monsters do anything?
Right? Kill the casters first. That's the rule.
I'm sorry, Jake. Are we playing the game correctly?
I do what I set out to do, so I continue to hold the monster in place.
You guys do that, and the arachnoids rush through. This one coming in on top of John.
Ah.
Going in for... I need to keep its stat block up. The... just give me a second for... Okay, yeah, it's going to spray out webbing at you. You need to roll plus cool.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, there goes the streak.
So you get sprayed by this webbing, John, and your arms and legs get entangled. So you are now currently unable to move or actively throw the pipe bombs.
Max, take the bomb from my bag. You gotta throw it.
This one's going to come up to Win, crawling across the webbing towards her.
Y'all, I'm gonna lose concentration on this spell if I need to defend against this thing.
I mean, yeah, if that one works, then yeah, webbing again would be the best thing. You also need to roll plus cool.
What am I doing?
Roll plus cool.
How do I do? Oh, I go to my pool, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a sec here. So I just do roll. Submit. There we go.
Okay.
I'll take a mixed.
So, on a mixed success, you are able to avoid getting completely entangled by the webbing, but you get to choose between one of the three effects. You are placed in a vulnerable position, you lose something important, or the webs are between you and the arachnoid, blocking you from acting against the monster for the moment.
I lose something important, I am weakened, you said was the other thing?
Vulnerable position.
Yeah, put in a vulnerable,
Vulnerable
position, or
Or
the webs prevent you from acting against it.
against Big Bad Monster or against the monster that threw the webbing?
The one that sprayed you.
Yeah.
It's just until you move or something.
I'll do the third
It's like,
option.
just for
I'll
the
be
moment,
vulnerable
right?
to the monster.
The monster's not vulnerable to you.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, okay. So, you can't. So, it's essentially blocking your way of getting to that monster, but you also know that it can crawl through. That it can traverse the webs itself, but it means you can't get to it. The one further down is going to get up. It's further away, so it won't be able to get to you right away, but it's going to follow its orders and move up towards you to guard. So we'll be back around now. So when you're sort of maintaining focus on this spell to hold the creature, and you've done so quite successfully. Is there anything you'd like to do? Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I DM you super quick a question?
Yeah.
Or how can I best do that?
If you can Facebook message, that could work.
Okay, give me 2 seconds here. Just bear with me, everyone. I just have a quick question. Regarding that, let me just find you. Okay,
Yeah, no problem. Just got a message that says hi. Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, if it's an effect that's directly to that, then I feel like that would be beneficial. And I just want to, because you gave me that info, but it's like I don't want to push too much on that. Because I'll be sacrificing something if I attempt that. So I'm just curious if you find that I'm just asking a favor on that, and you don't have to answer if I can make the call, but...
You know, if that's something you want to try, I am all for trying it.
Okay. I'm going to turn to my colleagues to tell them what I'm going to do first, though.
Okay.
Now, second question. Am I able to break the spell that I'm holding right now and then proceed to do a second spell in the same turn?
Yeah, I'd allow that, just like you're dropping focus on the hold to try and do this.
Yeah. Okay. I have a plan and an idea, but it means that I'm going to not be able to hold the monster in place for a bit. So I need you to be able to be ready. And then she's going to stop her spell that's holding the monster in place, and she's going to use magic to try to banish something.
Okay.
So may I do that?
Yeah. Use...
And do I still have my +1 or no?
I mean, this is connected to the read the bad situation, so yeah, I'll allow you keeping it.
Thank you. Mixed success.
Okay.
So it says I get to choose an effect and a glitch. So then I'll tell you
Yeah.
the effect and the glitch, and then you can go from there.
Yep.
So I want to banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place it inhabits. So, and you know what I want to try to banish.
Yep.
The glitch is that it's going to have a problematic side effect.
Okay.
Awesome.
So,
Do you want me to try and help you since I have access to the same magic?
That would only bring it to a 9.
We're
Yeah.
just well
that's-
mixed. Okay, that's true.
Yeah, it's okay, but thank you. I think this will be okay.
You reach back into your mind and focus in on essentially the ethereal plane that you had been seeing before. This spectral form that had appeared to be whispering in the ear of this creature. You reach out your hand and attempt something that you had only yourself witnessed. The banishing of another person, the banishing of another being. You focus from the energies around you. You feel yourself urging to draw from Max his power.
Beg pardon?
So I do it.
You know that would give you the strength you need.
I turn to Max and I whisper, I'm sorry. And I draw the...
Max, you feel some energy being taken from you. And this form that before that you had seen when that was whispering in the ear, pretty much paying you no mind, suddenly looks directly at you. And you get a sense of hatred right before it is biffed away.
I'm just gonna wink.
Max, you feel your form like
Peel back.
shudder, and no, you lose the ability to maintain your glamour at this point, and you shift into your true form.
There we go.
As your energy is drained partially, you do notice that Dr. Asuka, she shakes her head just like you can't. She seems dazed for a second. He's like, What did you do? What did you do? And she is currently confused and, John, you are currently, trapped? You can't move, but you can still communicate and talk. I'll let you take another roll, unless there's to try to escape, or unless there's something else you want to do.
I'll try to escape, but I'll be yelling, Max, throw the bomb.
Did you disperse the bombs, or did you have all of them?
I have them. They're in my bag, but he can reach it. I believe in him.
Like, are we sure we want to attack this thing now that it seems to be...
It's a giant spider monster!
True! Okay, I have an idea then, if that's the way we want to go then.
Okay, what's Max's idea before we roll John's?
I'm going to take it, and then I am going to jump towards it, and I'm not sure if this is flavor or if you can actually work it in somehow, but my goal is to shove the pipe bomb in its mouth.
Oh, that's amazing.
You can certainly try.
Yes, try and see what happens.
I won't say no. I won't say no.
Do it, Max.
Yeah, so that's the plan then, Jake.
Okay. Order of operations. I guess we'll try that first before John.
There.
Because that seems funnier. So yeah, I guess I'm act under pressure, kick some ass. I feel like this would be kick some ass.
Okay.
And with your ability, you can roll plus weird.
Yeah. Okay. Do I have any plus forward for how cool this could be?
Man, this is such a weird thing. You should almost have negatives, but no, I'm just going to let you go flat.
Okay, let's see. Mixed success.
Woo.
Okay.
That's not a no.
Let me just double check the kick some ass.
But I'm not like actively trying to attack it per se. I'm trying to, shove something
Shove a bomb
down
down its throat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Shove a
That's
bomb
not
into its mouth down its throat and let it do the damage.
Yeah,
That's not attacking.
but
Yeah.
A, you're going to be point blank at an explosion. B, you're jumping right at a monster who is currently confused.
Yeah.
So, there's going to be something happen here. Give me a second to figure out what, because I didn't plan for this.
I'm like,
That's on you.
you have asked me to try to be more creative. I am simply delivering, Jake.
Yeah, I applaud it. I just need a second. Okay. So, with this mixed success,
Can I make the argument that because it's confused, that maybe it won't be able to attack me back as part of this?
It's a
like
50% chance. Either it attacks you normally or it hurts itself in its confusion.
this isn't Pokemon rules.
That took me a second. That's amazing.
Okay. So, here's how this plays out. I'll give you a choice. First of all, we'll get to the act under pressure roll from John to see how much damage this pipe bomb will do.
Okay.
When I'm like throwing it, that's acting under pressure, sure. But just to see how much it does, can I make the case that that's a weird roll? Because that's more about how well I made it, not about how well I'm acting right now.
Sure, we can make it a weird roll.
Hey, my weird's higher.
Oh, so close. Still a mix though.
You want some help?
Yeah, help it. Cheer it on.
Can I do it? Wait, what happens if I jump? Yeah,
It goes
can I
down
help?
by 1.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do it.
Come on. No whammy. No whammy. No whammy.
Hey.
So, I'm assuming you're using magic in some way to help with this bomb, or was there another way you helped with the construction of it? Either magic in this moment or something that you did with during the construction of it.
I literally gave him everything I owned in my apartment for these. I feel like this is a residual owning of the fact that it is my flour and my pipes.
Okay, so this one does.
Her propane, her.
So you gave him something for this specific bomb to help. What was it?
Okay, so I grabbed him some of the essential oils from my spell cabinet, and they have magical properties in them, and he didn't know it when I handed it to him, and it's going to help successfully channel it.
Okay.
We're gonna use
You
it
had
will
oil
be
of
magic.
explosion this whole time?
It's the live, laugh, love bomb.
So, John constructed this when used magic to improve upon it. Max, you are delivering this payload.
Okay.
With a full success, explain to me how this works.
Okay, so I'm hobble charging up to this thing.
Yeah.
And as I get close to it, I'm going to jump up on it, and then I am going to effectively punch my way into its mouth as far as I can possibly get it. It's like just making this thing choke on my fist, and then I'm going to let go of the bomb, and I'm going to try and get away.
Okay. You punch this thing in the mouth, shoving the bomb in. With a snap of your fingers, you ignite the fuse. Just something you've been trying to work on, and all you need is just that little spark.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it gets it. You ignite it, it's just a spark. Draw your hand out, and you try to jump off, and you didn't quite ignite it right at the top. The explosion goes off, and you are jettisoned upward, straight up to the ceiling, which is, this ceiling's about 30 so feet in the air. You feel yourself rushing upwards as this thing explodes. You see the carnage below you. This creature is gone.
Oh, okay.
The one that was charging towards you is blown towards Max, hits the side of the structure. And then you realize something after the fact is that you're witnessing all this carnage and the ground isn't coming towards you. As you...
Either you collapse the ground or you're dead.
You
Are the
are
wings?
just suspended in the air.
I start to... I'm still reeling from the whole, like,
Yeah, head ringing, but...
And then I don't, and then I open my eyes and I'm just looking down, and there's nothing going on, and my feet, I can see my feet aren't touching, and then I look back and I see that my wings are finally working.
Max
Whoa.
is maintaining flight in the air. This thing is it is dead. It is just that was excess, like, epic. But you still have 3 of these creatures around.
I'm like, woohoo, fuck yeah, and then I'm just flying around in the air right now in the circle.
As you try to fly around, though, it does, like, there's moments where you, like, will drop 10 feet before you can, like, pick yourself back up and maintain. Not very graceful.
Who cares? I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
John, make your roll plus cool to try and get out of the webs.
I do not get out of the blue webs.
Oh yeah, so Max,
Ouch.
you're like right here.
Yeah.
You gain experience.
Can I like?
Oh yeah, experience.
Oh yeah, experience.
Yay, experience. How?
I don't
You
need
got
to like.
2 experience in a row.
Yep. What webs does to a guy?
I'm surprised you didn't try to like grab your acid knife and try and cut it up.
I assume that's
inside.
what I was trying to do, and not just
Okay.
Yeah.
rather than just
So-
like rip out.
Yeah, essentially that would be what he's trying to do, is trying to get the knife, but he's very bound right now and not able to get out. So this creature, little bit ringing from it, but it's going to claw at you, John.
Yeah.
It it takes its claws and rakes across you in your vulnerable position. You take 3 harm from it as it just
I like that.
digs its claws into you.
I'm still alive. For now.
So the one up top, not up top, the one next to Win, is going to crawl around to this side and try to shoot its webs at you as well. I need you to make a roll plus cool.
A roll plus cool, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool, right? Wait, one sec. I'm nervous now. Okay, cool.
Ew.
Ouch! But I level up!
Yay!
Whoa!
Woo! Yay!
I mean, like, boo, but yay!
Yeah. Let me know what you take.
I will.
On a miss, you are entangled and cannot move your arms or legs.
To the club.
The armored one is going to shake its head.
That best one.
Yeah, as it
Okay.
was knocked to the ground in close range to the big explosion. Where exactly is Max right now?
He's still hovering in the air. And I have another idea.
It's going to try to lunge at you, Max, in the air.
Okay.
I need you to roll and act under pressure.
Okay. And then by using weirds?
Ooh. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I can. I'd say you can.
Okay.
You may need to make a, or not, you know,
I got
just say,
15?
or you could just say, fuck you.
I got 2 6s.
Ooh.
You know what? For that, you have the option. This thing lunges at you with incredible force. But you're still getting used to your wings. You have the moment though. You collect yourself. You can just grab it and throw it down if you wish, or if there's something else you want to do.
No, that was exactly what I was thinking to do. Like, it comes up at me, I grab it by its arm, I swing it around in the air, and just chuck it right back to the ground.
It jumps at you, and you've been ungraceful so far, but with this motion, you just take its momentum, swing it around, and throw it straight down into the ground. And you hear with a deafening crack as it hits the ground. Neck snaps. And it also goes down. Two left. John.
So does that count as my turn?
This was the creature's turns.
Okay.
John and Wynn,
Okay.
what are you doing in this moment?
I am not going to try to wiggle out for this turn. Instead, I am going to act all crazy to avoid something. Which is one of my abilities. I'm just gonna start sputtering gibberish, like, "Oh, don't you see what this means? All the spiders, it's all the web, the internet. It's all connected. It's all lies." And then I roll.
So, wait. This spider creature that doesn't seem to be fully sentient is more animalistic.
I'm acting very weird right now.
That is weird.
On a mixed success, I am regarded as either unthreatening or unimportant.
I'd avoid you too.
So I don't know if I pick it or you pick it or how that works, but
Poor Jake.
I wanted to think that, like, okay, I'm not an immediate threat. Maybe it should go handle one of these other two and leave me alone to wriggle out.
Okay. It got a deafening blow on you, and just seen it, another one of its kind, get crushed. So it'll lightly turn its attention to Max now. Wynn, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm still trapped.
Yeah, you can roll plus cool to try and escape, or you can attempt something else. Something else you'll probably I should have made a negative to the roll, but it still would have been mixed success for John anyway, so.
I'm gonna try to wriggle out.
Okay. Roll plus cool.
Big success.
Okay.
Since you can cut the webs, shouldn't it be a sharp roll?
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Is it pretty good?
Yes.
Is it?
Some people just don't get humor. If you don't get it, Jake, don't feel bad. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes you just don't get a joke.
So, with mixed success, you similar thing, you get to choose. You're placed in a vulnerable position, you lose something important. The webs are between you and the arachnoid, blocking you from acting against it.
What was the first one again? Not to lose something important. What's the other thing?
You were put into a vulnerable position.
But I'm escaped, right?
Yeah, you do get out, but
I'll do that. I'm fine with being the target. I'll do that.
Okay. So, that actually works out with what John did, making himself less distracting.
Yeah.
That makes more sense as it witnesses you escaping the web, and will start to have both of them will have their focus on you now. Max, what are you doing at this moment? You see they're both honing in on Win.
Okay, so Max is on a high right now. Jake, tell me, the big one here. I'm assuming it's in many pieces right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You shoved a bomb down his throat.
Okay.
I don't know how anything could survive that.
All right. Do I see anything that would resemble a face?
No. It's gone.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes that fun idea.
I'm sorry, you shoved a explosive
Oh my
down its
God,
throat.
it's
You think there's a face left?
Yeah, well...
Were you just gonna like wear its face or something?
Yes! I was gonna wear its face
like a Dwight moment there.
And then go to town.
That's a
And then go
fun
to town.
idea. Is just wearing a dead spider monster's face just on your face just for fun.
Well, the last thing it could... I was kind of hoping that the last thing that these two would see would be, like, its master trying to kill it.
Dear Lord.
Are you okay? Is this
Are we
a
the
cry
bad
for
guys?
help? What's going on?
Yeah, I know, like, Max is just,
wow.
like... He's happy his powers are back.
Happy?
And that's what you
Okay.
do when you're happy.
Just
Yeah.
wear faces.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do the next best thing then.
Oh, good boy.
So in his like, what's it called? So in his now manic state, he is gonna take.
Closer.
What?
Warmer, yes.
Whatever is like the step above manic. That word that I can't think of right now. So Max is gonna, I guess, like, just dip his hand into the blood and just, you know, like, do like that little, like, that war paint situation thing going on.
Just Alita Battle Angel.
Sure, yes. And then, who is more damaged between the two of you, Win or John?
I have no damage.
And John
Probably
took-
me then.
Okay. And then I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to claw this thing as hard as I can.
So, a traditional kick some ass?
Yes, traditional kick some ass in this case.
Okay, roll to kick some ass.
I argue that he gets +1 for his theatrical performance.
Jake?
I am so disturbed.
I'm just teasing.
But are you? Jake, I'm like the god of death right now. I'm just like flying in on somebody.
I don't think so.
Okay. And now who is ready for a spectacular failure?
Big success.
Big success.
Yay.
So, you... And you're attacking with your claws?
Oh, yeah.
So, how much harm do your claws do?
3.
Damn.
Yep.
So, you come in and rake across this thing with your claws, realizing that this one doesn't have armor on it. But then you're in your reckless, manic state, back with the air quotes, you're just riding such a high you don't realize that it's coming up with its claws into your ribs, and you take 3 harm.
2 harm.
Yeah, reduced to 2.
Yeah.
As it scrapes deep into your ribs.
I think we're creeping up on just full-blown mania now, because
yeah, make an act under pressure roll.
Under
Or
pressure.
if, what is it? I think that's what it's supposed to be for your, yeah, act under pressure from your pure drive.
Okay.
I think there's a little dice button next to it.
Yeah, I see it. It's a cool, so I don't get to use weird. Wait, do I get to use weird on this?
No. This is...
Yeah, you're not being weird at all.
Well, there's my first failure.
Ouch.
Yay, experience!
Yes, experience.
So... You feel the pain rush into your ribs, which just ignites your anger. And you go into a blinding rage. However that forms is up to you, but for the next move there is no logical thought, no strategic thought. But right before that, the spider, the arachnoids, are going to try to shoot their webs. At one at each of you, basically. Win and Max make a cool roll.
Where's the pool?
Plus cool. Because it's easier for them to kill you if you're entangled.
That's true.
Second failure.
Well, this
Can I
is,
use a luck to not fail?
you can.
I want to do it.
I would argue that, but like I'm kind of in like a non-logical form right now, so I will not do that.
Luck isn't based on logic, but
I'm using
Then-
the luck for this one.
I think I will too.
just describe to me how your luck forms.
I have a white aura that kind of... My luck is an ancestral spirit that is a white aura that comes and blocks the web from hitting me. Or pushes me out of the way or something of that sort. If that works. So when I use my luck, it's me calling to this one guardian of mine, like a guardian spirit that can manifest enough power to physically help me for a moment. And it's so rare and it drains the crap out of me, so I don't use it ever.
You collect the energies from around you and feel you can almost see what's about to happen, and then you feel the forces from around you move you out of the way so you are not hit by the webbing. And Max, for you, I feel it's almost because of the anger that would make logical sense for your luck to come in to play. Unless you had something else in mind.
I'm gonna play off that, but it's gonna be more of like as the webs try and make their way, Max starts to kind of just like he starts laughing. The webs instantly burn off of him, and you just see it's just pure unadulterated drive in his eyes as he stares down this thing in front of him.
When John, you hear Max laugh, and as he laughs, starts out of his normal laugh, but then gets deeper and bassier as he laughs. You see heat radiating off of him as the web just burns as it touches him. And for this moment, the Max you know isn't really there.
Not so much in control.
What do you guys do?
It's his alter ego.
Yeah.
Minimum.
I want to attack the creature that was throwing webs at me with magic.
Okay.
So I'm going to use magic.
Use that
question.
magic.
When I level up, do I get the new experience right away or at the end of the game?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see your message there.
Okay.
I say we play it by ear. It depends on the move.
Okay.
And if it can work.
It's just because the thing I picked adds more magic features to use magic.
Just. Give me 1 second.
Because otherwise I'll just use a weapon.
I'd say with all that's happened, especially with the use of your luck point, you feel something unlock inside you.
Cool. I'm here for this.
Have suddenly embraced what you are. You know that you've just gotten the attention of something, and if you ignore your abilities, you will not be able to survive the coming storm.
Okay. I know I keep asking, but when do I lose my +1 from reading a bad situation? I didn't use it on the cool rolls earlier, but I was curious.
I'd say since the main creature is gone now, and that's what
Okay.
you're reading, it'd probably be gone at this point.
Cool, because I hadn't used it since then just to check, but I wanted to check for this. Let me throw the magic then for this. It was a failure.
Does anyone want to give the help action?
I don't think I'm in the state of mind for that.
I don't see how I could.
There possibly could.
I just think it doesn't work if I don't pass. Because it doesn't say anything regarding failure. I think it just doesn't work. So maybe I'm just too
it's
weak
based
right
on
now.
the use magic, so I think it's the same failure as.
I know, but there is nothing. So when I'm reading the use magic, it doesn't talk about a failure.
There should be. On a miss, you lose control of the magic. This never ends well. By default, the magic has one of the effects listed below, lasts for around 30 minutes and does not. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That's just part of the thing. On a miss, you lose control of the magic. This never goes well.
Okay.
So,
well, I was going to try to do 2 harm with Hex by doing it, so that was my plan.
Oh.
So.
Sorry, never mind. No, no, never mind.
Don't give them ideas.
So, you go to try and do something that you haven't really done before. You've done similar things to try and hurt stuff, but this is the first time you just want to straight up hurt something.
Yeah, I hit max by mistake, because that ain't cool, yo.
Oh yeah, we're coming up on time. Thank you for the heads up. You lose complete control. You try to channel this energy and it just explodes, and everyone takes 1 harm, monsters included.
Yay for no harm.
I take it. Yeah. I guess basically what you see is just like an energy force that's like harmful amount of me. Sorry, y'all. And then I kind of fall to my knees, exhausted from the attempt there. My magic's definitely depleting from all the magic I've used this battle.
Okay. We are pushing for time, but we are very close to being done with this.
Let's do it.
Sure.
So that was Win and was John. Did John do anything? Did you try anything this turn yet, John?
I have not. So I'll just ask. In all my struggling so far, have I at least loosened myself to the point where I can reach my last bomb?
You know what? It's been a struggle for you, so I'll allow it.
I don't have to throw it. I just have to reach it.
Yeah.
I got a plan, though. Don't worry. So I get my last bomb into my hand. Both the spider things are relatively close to me, and I light it. And then I'm gonna use a luck to avoid taking any damage myself, which it says I can do.
Like that.
So I do that.
Okay. Okay. Max, when
And maybe it'll burn these webs off me too.
oh yeah, the webs will not be an issue anymore.
How much damage?
John, make for the last bomb, make your plus weird roll.
Oh.
It does the thing.
And then some.
Max, win.
I'm gonna after I light it, I'm gonna drop it and then roll over so that it just blows right past me.
Max, win. Make an act under pressure roll.
I got a 10.
I got a 5.
Experience.
So,
Getting a lot of experience this game. I like it.
If someone plays this game and you tell them they look very experienced, is that like a backhanded insult?
Yes.
so
You look like you fail a lot. You look like very experienced.
you dropped the bomb and managed
No pun intended.
to where. So I'm gonna say it drops right about here.
Yeah.
Where does John roll to? Or position himself so he doesn't take the impact? How does your luck work?
He rolls in sort of half under this computer desk. It was a very lucky roll.
You roll under there, and the bomb goes off. Max, fire is not affecting you right now. You are just sprayed with the viscera of this creature as it is just erupted. When you take 4 harm from this blast
That's great.
and the knockback as you tumble into this I forget what I called it before. Funnel.
Cistern.
Yeah. Drain. That's the word. And this creature is also knocked back, and upon hitting the ledge, you hear another deafening crack as the last of the arachnoids is destroyed.
Well, that was a doozy. But obviously, sorry for the friendly fire, but you know how it be. I'm assuming you're not actually dead. If you are, I
No.
feel bad. Okay. Okay.
I'm like 2 away from death.
Wow.
I'm also 2 away from death, so.
You guys are currently unstable.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
are.
And Max is unstable the other way.
Yeah, not wrong.
On that
Please.
note, Max,
Yes.
what
Yeah. Yeah.
make an act under pressure roll against your
Against my drive.
Pure drive.
Come on, there we go.
So on
Failure.
that note, you are struck by a blinding rage. These people unstable by your sides. We'll see where this picks up next time.
Death.
Damn.
Oh boy.
As we have a new monster to face now. But with that, hopefully we'll be back. We should be back March 3rd.
Woo.
So, hope everyone enjoyed, and I believe we're going to raid.
Yeah, are you cool with me rating the person I think we could
Yep.
rate? Okay. They're playing a video game. They're from the UK. They're chill. Yeah.
Sounds
and there we
good.
go. And then if anyone wants to copy paste and like paste that in as we raid, anyone is welcome to. Yeah.
Hope everyone had fun. We'll be back March 3rd
Yeah.
for our anniversary. 1 year anniversary is next stream.
Yay!
So that'll be fun. I don't know if we'll do
Everyone's
anything
tuned
special
in.
for it, but we'll make note of it. See ya.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. We're gonna raid out now. Make sure to give Luna some love and tell your friends to follow.
Yeah,
See y'all next
we are
month.
2
We're out.
away from 50. So
We've got this.
I don't know what to do now.
I'm gonna raid out. Okay,
Okay.
bye everyone.
Bye.
Okay, we've raided.
Okay. So I'm good to cut the feed. Right?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.